Hey guys, hope everyone is doing well. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Fenty Beauty Eaze Drop Blurring Skin Tint. So I'm going to first start off with giving you guys some details about the foundation itself, then we're going to move on to the demo, and then finally I'll do like a wear test all day and give you my final thoughts on this foundation and how it wears. I will be leaving timestamps below so you guys can skip to the preferred section if you don't want to watch the entire video. That's cool. Alright, here we go guys. This is the packaging. It comes in a standard cardboard packaging. It is smaller on the hand than I was actually expecting. It comes in a component like this. It is plastic. It is actually quite flexible and it's pretty lightweight and it's easy to grip. I like how it feels on the hand. Once you open it up, it comes in a squeezy tube like this so you can squeeze out the product. It's not a pump or anything. Now you do get 1.08 fluid ounces, which is pretty standard across the board for foundations and skin tints in general. And if you're in Canada, it retails for $39. Now I picked out the shade 14. It actually comes in 25 different shades, which is not as much as her foundations, which is like 50 shades at least, but this is supposed to be a flexible skin tint, which means that one shade is supposed to fit a range of skin tones as long as you have like the similar undertones. So for example, this has like olive, the shade 14 has olive undertones. So if you are a little bit lighter than me or a little bit darker than me but have the same olive undertone, it should match you. It's supposed to be very lightweight on the skin, giving you more of that buildable medium coverage. It's supposed to smooth and blur out your skin, just leaving you with a natural finish. Now Fenty is claiming that this has something called a hydroblend complex, which basically means that it's supposed to be humidity and sweat resistant, which is perfect for the summer months. So let's get into the application at this point and see how it goes. I'm just going to take it on the palm of my hand here. I think the shade match should be okay. It seems to be a little bit darker, but then I do get a tan in the summer, so I think that it should match perfectly fine. It's pretty liquidy. It's not as runny as I thought it would be, so let's give this a go. I'm going to be applying one side of my face with a brush and the other side with a sponge. I've already applied my skincare and done all the prepping. I'm not applying a primer. I actually want to see what this looks like without any primers underneath. So let's go. Gonna zoom you guys. Just gonna zoom you guys in a bit to my face so you guys can see what I'm doing, and I'm just going to apply this. It is applying pretty lightweight on the skin, and at the same time it is leaving me with a natural finish. It is layering really, really well. It's not pilling, nothing like that, and it's just given me a very even complexion, but it hasn't covered up any of my blemishes or anything like that, so it's still allowing the skin to peek through. I don't know if you guys can tell, but even the sponge side gave me really nice light coverage. I can still see my skin peeking through. The only thing is that the sponge has soaked up most of the product. I'm going to go in with a second layer, but I'm just going to use my fingers because I also want to see how this builds. So even with my fingers, it's applying really, really well. And I feel that I have more control with my fingers, and it's very soft and smooth. It just glides on, and of course it's not absorbing a lot of the product as opposed to you using like a brush or a sponge. So I think whatever you are comfortable with, this foundation will apply good with all three techniques. It's just at the end of the day, it's your preference. And I still feel that it's given me a little bit more coverage, but it's not heavy at all. It's not cakey. It still looks like skin. Again, it's giving me that very natural skin finish. It's not super dewy and it's not super matte. It's somewhere in between. So far I'm really liking the way this is looking on my skin. If you are someone with oily skin and say you don't like something like the MAC Face and Body because it's way too dewy, then you will definitely like this one. In terms of shade match, I think I could have gone like one shade lighter, but they were all sold out of number 11, which had the neutral undertones. So I just picked this one up instead. But this is not bad. I think I can make this work, you know, when I have a little bit more of an extra tan going on. I'm gonna go and finish the rest of my makeup, so I'll be right back. Alright guys, so my makeup's on. I can say that all of the products went on really, really well. On top of the base, there was no pilling. There was also no movement underneath. It didn't crepe up either. Like everything just went on really, really smoothly without giving me any sort of issues. So at this point, I'm really impressed with the formula itself. Usually I love really, really dewy skin tints such as the MAC Face and Body is one of my all-time faves, but this is really good for somebody who wants just a very natural looking skin. And I do mean very, very natural. It is just the perfect in-between skin tint. So with that being said, now it's basically time for the wear test. The time is now 1:07 in the afternoon. And I'm gonna check back in throughout the day a couple of times. I don't know if I'm gonna be doing 2 check-ins or not, but maybe I'll do at least 1. And then at the end of the day, I will give you my final thoughts of what I think about the skin tint and how it wore. So stay tuned for that. Hey guys, I just wanted to quickly hop on here and give you guys like a midday check-in. It's been like 3.5 hours. It is now 4:33. And I can tell you that my skin is still looking very, very dewy. The foundation is wearing really well. The products haven't separated. The foundation isn't separating either, nor is it crumbling. It's still laying pretty decently across my skin. I don't see any fading other than like my blush going away, but the foundation itself is still looking pretty good. I'm very, very happy with it so far. All my natural oils have come through, so my skin is looking a little bit more dewy. I think overall it's looking pretty decent. I'm gonna come in a little bit closer, strong way, and as you can see, my skin is still looking like skin. All right, so I'm gonna be back a little later on with my final thoughts on this, so I'll see you soon.
One eternity later.
Hey guys, welcome back. It's been a long day, so I'm finally here to give you my final thoughts. I've kept this foundation on for almost 7 hours now. I apologize if the lighting is a little bit off, the sun is going down, and I don't really have my studio lights here because they're all packed away because I'm going to be moving. So really quickly before the sun goes down and it's completely dark, I can tell you that my foundation has worn beautifully throughout the day. It still hasn't come off. There's like a little bit of foundation that came off on my nose, but that's because of me just rubbing my nose. But other than that, my foundation is wearing really well. It still continues to be nice and natural finish. It's still radiant, and my natural oils have come out throughout the day, but if you are an oily person, I would just go over some powder in the T-zone and that's it. I do feel that this foundation is very, very light, and again, it still isn't cakey. It's still wearing beautifully. It hasn't faded, and the products that I've layered on top also haven't separated. The foundation itself hasn't separated either, and so it looks amazing. I think that if you are the type of person who's looking for something which is lightweight, will give you a little bit of coverage, and will have longevity, then this is the foundation for you. That's my take on this foundation, guys. You let me know what you guys think. Leave me a comment down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!